Whenever I got in my Jeep Wrangler, I used to drive around Houston and just like blast this song, get in my boss mode, you know? 18 Vogue, it's your girl Queen Naija, and this is the playlist of my life. Don't Hurt Yourself by Beyonce.
Don't hurt yourself.
Y'all, this album was everything, her Lemonade album. It was more like a rock and roll sound. She did use something different on her voice, was just really different. It was like she used her deep voice. She really pulled from the bottom of her soul to really express how she felt.
Try not to hurt yourself.
It just made me like realize my worth and just think about how bad I really am and how I could just really skedaddle and be on to the next. One of the lines I like the most is, "Keep your money, I got my own." It put a bigger smile on my face being alone. That said a lot because, you know, a lot of times these men think we need them and their money, and we don't. We got our own. Travis Green, You Made a Way.
You made a way.
So this is one of my favorite gospel songs, as you guys know, or if you don't, I grew up singing in church. You know, every time I hear that song, I just think about how good God has been to me and how he's brought me so far from where I used to be. I kind of put that on anytime I'm feeling really low in my spirit, and, you know, it brings me right back up. The theme of the song, he says, "Standing here, not knowing how we'll get through this test, but holding on to faith, you know best. Nothing can catch you by surprise. You got it figured out, and you're watching us." We as people make our own plans all the time, and it's so funny because, like, sometimes our plans never go through the way that we want, and it's because it's not the plan that he has for us. I just feel like God is sitting there like, listen, you don't even know this is the way I have you to go, and it's like, you know, you're gonna find out. Whitney Houston, The Greatest Love of All. I was in the 11th grade and I did the talent show. I actually won that talent show, and I showcased my range, and I got a chance to really show people that I had talent in that school. A lot of people would watch me sing around the hallways and they would be like, "Shut up, this is not American Idol." You know, just kind of like hating or whatever. I got a chance to get up there and actually sing where I was supposed to sing on stage and kind of like wowed my peers. She says it, the greatest love of all, you know, is inside of you. You know, you got to find that self-love, and it's just such a good message to give to the youth and anybody of any age, you know. It's very grand. Every song she sings is grand, like. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love. You know, find your strength in love. Butterflies by Queen Naija, by me, of course.
She's butterfly.
I remember when I first went to New York. I'm getting all cheesy. Every time I think about this song, I get all cheesy because, like, I was in a hotel, and this is back when me and Clarence was doing, like, some videos together, and I could just feel myself kind of, like, you know, just falling deeper in love, you know, and so I didn't want to tell it to him because it's like, okay, we just friends. I'm not about to tell you I'm in love with you. I kind of just wanted to get it out any way I could. I don't know if we had just finished doing a video or something in the hotel room, and I went into the bathroom pretending I had to use a bathroom. But really, I had the Butterflies, the guitar instrumental on, and I was like thinking of words to write because I was just like, oh, I just feel this love so much, and I just want to say it, but I'm not. So I'm just going to go in the bathroom and write. And then kind of just like went to the studio, and I think he was at that studio session with me while I was doing it. And then that's when he found out, okay, yeah, this is about me. So it was a little like embarrassing, but you know, think about coming from this like really toxic relationship that put you in a really dark place. It just kind of broke you down, right? And so you would think that you would be scared to love again or to put yourself in that situation. But you come along and you meet this person that just like kind of brings light to everything, like kind of brings you back out from where you were and like kind of slowly teaching you how to love yourself again and know your worth. That's kind of what the song is about. You know, being scared, but I don't know. Like, I just got really vulnerable on this song because that's how I felt. And I think that showed through my tone and my voice. And something about those acoustics just really just put me in such a peaceful, soul-wrenching place. Beautiful by Christina Aguilera.
I am beautiful, no matter what they say.
You know how like when the song first starts out and she's like, don't look at me. I always say that because it's so funny to me. I was in the 3rd grade with this red leather coat on and it had fur on it. And I was doing this talent show. And that's the first time I ever got up and performed, besides church, but like in school. Like that's the first time I ever had a actual performance. I seen people in the crowd like crying. And then afterwards, they came to me and they was like, girl, you're gonna be a star. You need to be on American Idol. From that point on, I kind of like just had a vision to be a superstar after that. I had liked it. I liked, you know, just seeing people's reaction when I sang and I built things out. And they always told me that like I was like the little girl with the big voice. Man, that's a deep song, you know. I go through stuff now, even now, like on social media, that I can relate to that song right now. Sometimes you really gotta just blur out all the negativity and all the stuff that people say about you and just kind of tell yourself like, I'm beautiful inside and out. No matter what people say. People are so cruel, especially with social media being so accessible now. Like when you see it every single day, you start to really be like, am I really ugly? Or like, you know, you start to think all these negative things about you and you kind of just gotta tell yourself like it, no matter what people say, like you gotta look in the mirror and just say positive affirmations to yourself. If you're one of those people that's always on social media, I would say be nice, man, be kind, it's free. No Pain, No Gain by Betty Wright.
No pain, no pain, no gain, no gain.
I grew up listening to Betty Wright and all types of singers from the 70s and 80s. You know, a lot of soul, a lot of blues. I remember when my mom used to turn on that old music, I used to be like, Mom, turn that off. Like, put on something new. She used to be like, you're going to understand when you get older. And now here I am about to be 25. I've been playing this song for like 3 years now. You know, what she's saying is true. No pain, no gain. But she's like more so talking about, I guess, her relationship, how she went back to her man and people had so much to say. But, you know, if you don't go through something, how are you going to get through it? That's for life, period. If you don't go through anything, how are you going to learn from it? How are you going to get stronger? So, you know, I had to really listen to the message. I will play that song till I'm like 70 and older, you know? Yo, them high notes, man. I be trying to do them every single time and I start cracking. That's not for me. Now that, I could belt something, but doing that Mariah Carey high note stuff, no, not me, not Queen. But I love her voice when she talks. It's almost like one of those aunties or, you know, older wise women talking to you. Anything worth having is worth working for and waiting for. Like, I just love how she, like, you guys gotta go listen to, like, how she talked through her songs. Medicine by Queen Naija.
You tell me you love me.
This song kicked off my career, gave me the strength to not go back to my previous situation. And from that point, everything just went up from there. So I kind of just told everything that happened, like summarized it in the lyrics. You know, I just can't win for losing. You know, I'm sticking around, but the same stuff keeps happening. It was just kind of like a song would just expose some things, I guess, that people don't know about. You know, I wrote it in 2 days. And then a week later, my brother, he was going to Atlanta. And I decided to go with him because I didn't want to be alone. I ended up using his remaining studio time in recording that song. Medicine is definitely plays a big part in my life. And yeah, I'm thankful for it. Free by Destiny's Child. This is another song that got me through, if you know what I mean. I'm not alone. I'm free. That's what you gotta say. I'm not alone. I'm just free. The whole melody of the song is like a kind of funk, but it's like a slow tempo, which I love slow tempo songs because you can really savor it. I'm like an eagle set free, and finally I'm looking out for me. That stands out. Inside My Love by Minnie Riperton.
You can see inside me.
I always knew the song, but my mom brought it back to my attention when she was playing it. And I was like, ooh, this sounds so good. But it's something about that chorus that just like, it does something to my soul. I was falling in love during this song too. So like, I kind of thought about this old school kind of love feeling. She talks about two spirits meeting and greeting and intertwining, if you know what I mean. I be cuddling with my significant other, right? And like, we be so close, but I be feeling like, oh, we still not close enough. I just wish we can just, like, I wish I can be inside of you. Like, I wish you can, like, we could just kind of be the same. Like, I wish we can just, like, collide into each other because, like, I want to be closer. She does another one of those crazy high notes. I don't see how they can do that. That must be some really good vocal training, you know? Those are some of the songs that shaped me throughout my journey. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys go take a listen and watch out for the album.